What is up, everybody? Netwrk here. Today we have Bigbench and Beilor. We got our undead rogue discipline priest composition. You feel that? You feel that in the air, boys? You feel what I'm feeling? You feel what the Rock's cooking? I don't know why I said that. I just love the Rock. Dwayne the Rock Johnson's my guy. I want to meet him one day. So anyway, besides that, we're playing against a rogue druid, and in this situation, I blind super early. I want to get trinket, so I blind kidney rogue. And look, we get Druid Shrinking on the blind. We get Rogue Shrinking on the kidney. I'm going to be cloned and CC'd for the next 45 seconds probably. But that's fine. Because in this situation, you want to fear the Rogue on cooldown. We got Will the Forsaken. And I just need to make sure Beilor does not die. So I actually cloak and get pulled on my Vanish. So that Druid, that's what you say outplayed. He outplayed me there. I'll admit it. I'm not one to admit stuff like that because it really hurts. But it's true. That Druid played really well right there. Okay, so in this situation, they're swapping clones. My priest gets really good fear. I'm not going to be able to get a re-stealth off this. I'm cloned with fairy on me. My priest has to keep. So make sure if you're the priest in this situation, you keep rogue. And our next setup is usually going to be with blind. So that's going to be important. I get rooted. I'm just rooted forever. I can't imagine playing a warrior. I tried for a little bit. I'm not a warrior, guys. It's difficult when you play against druids. So we're going to proc cheat death. I hit him really hard right there. I got the panther up with the goose. And he actually almost goes down. So Beilor's kidneyed. It's funny because I'm like, yo, get inner fire up. Because it just fell. Like, I was just giving him a hard time. Because that's what good teammates do. You give each other a hard time. I'm going to sap rogue. It's DR. I'm going to then sap him again. I'm looking at my blind cooldown. I'll cheap shot kidney, blind druid. He actually gets a life bloom off, which sucks. But my blind just came up. We get a full blind. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to follow. Usually I have a sap here. Not very smooth for me. And we don't have fear in this situation. So we get belt. We get the druid. He's kiting away. The rogue uses evasion again. So my goal is to try and get his back because auto attacks, as silly as it sounds, are super important. So make sure, like, when you're playing against a rogue and he's killing somebody else, you always want his back. I'm going to get a nice kidney and just peace, buddy. Peace. All right, we'll move on to the next game, boys. This matchup screams TBC, like 100%. So they're going to go into a little Harry Potter Dispel War. And literally almost every Dispel in the beginning Beilor tries to use, it just doesn't work. So he's going to get opened on. We don't get inner fire. We don't get inner fire. I get a trinket on priest, but it's just ugly, to be honest. And Beilor's already stressed out. Like, he's at him in the call, he's like, dude, you got to be kidding me. Every resist. But karma will strike. Wait for it. Just wait. Boom, belt, backfire, baby. Beilor gets sapped because he drops combat, and he's like, we lose. And I'm like, dude, his belt backfired. We're fine. We're fine. Just wait. Just wait. And we literally kill this guy. Well, I do. And then they almost kill me, but I'm not saying this is a well-deserved game. I'm just saying these are the 10 games we played this week, and that's what happened. I'm just here to tell it how it is. This is the Burning Crusade. That's all, boys. So we get a W, and I'm sorry, Miki. Next time. Next matchup, we have Warlock Druid. This one's a little bit different because he's going to be Unstable Affliction, not Soul Link. So in this situation, you have to deal with Instant Fear instead of just castable fears. And once you raise up, your priest will not be able to dispel your fear. So that's something to remember. It's really important you just stay on the Warlock. Trying to prevent Unstable Afflictions is super important. But if he gets it off, it's a lot of pressure. So you have to be careful. I blind and caster because if you blind and caster, then you can sap off. And that's kind of the whole reason a druid has to trinket it. Because if you catch him in caster with a blind, you can just vanish sap it. And a Warlock that is running Unstable Affliction will die in a sap. Or a fear, truthfully. So we get dot fear on this guy. I vanish Garou. I'm just trying to keep pressure. I get coiled. It's a good coil. I'm just going to try to get away for a second. I don't want to take too much damage, so I'll hit the druid. Honestly, I just don't want this Warlock to cast on me while I'm running at him because that's going to kind of put us far behind. And in this situation, the goal is to just not get behind. So the Warlock is running at us, of course, which makes sense. This Warlock plays really well, actually. He's good with positioning and kiting. The Druid's drinking. I mean, anyone who plays Warlock Druid, I don't like you as a person. No offense. If you watch the channel and you play Warlock Druid, like, maybe play something that's more fun for everybody else. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's not get into that. Anyway, So in this situation, I get feared again. UA's up. My blind's coming up. I know our win condition. It's definitely just a blind, fear, blind sap. Just really depends. So I'm gonna get pressure on the Druid because he's right on top of me. So don't be afraid to like switch in certain situations. If the Druid's right there, it's gonna kind of put him behind and force him to run away. So him running away actually allows me to get a lot of damage rolling on the Warlock. And he's not hotted at all right now. So if you notice, he life taps. He's not hotted. My blind's coming up. I'm not stealthing because I have Curse of Exhaustion on me, so there's no point. I need to get there, truthfully. I think I'll still get a re-stealth here. Yeah, I still re-stealth. We open, and I'm going to blind, get a caster, and we should be able to just kill. So in this situation, I need to go sap off of this. We get the sap off of this. Druid doesn't have Trinket for 11 seconds. It's always important to pay attention when that's coming up, and we're just going to kill. And that's kind of how this comp can go. UA makes it a little bit easier for this setup, but yeah. Warrior Druid, the composition we all know and love as Rogue Discipline Priest. Yes. No, seriously though, this comp is definitely like, it's rock, paper, scissors. I'm going to be honest. It really depends on how RNG goes, Maystones goes, and Hamstring goes, or if how long you're willing to be patient and try to reset. So we start off with Cheap Shot into a Gouge. I'm super old now, I guess, because I should have been able to trinket that. So I don't get my kidney, so I have to blind, and now I'm sad. In this situation, we're not looking good. I need the Druid's trinket, and then I'm going to want to kill the Druid. So now that we get fear, I'm just pumping Warrior, putting enough pressure on him. The Druid is going to trinket NS, so now I see my opportunity. I know you would think that this Warrior would die, but with Abolish up, honestly, he's not dying. He never dies. So in this situation, I'm going to go Druid. He actually doesn't have bark skin. So in this moment, I'm like, yo, he dies in a cheap shot kidney. There's no way he lives, right? And that would be the case, but he gets his belt off, and he actually almost gets away. I get hamstrung, mace stunned, well, intercept stunned, and then I actually have a step, and boom, peace, boy. And that's how you can kind of run an audible against Warrior Druid. Just really makes, I mean, these guys are good. I think these guys were like 2,500 something. So we were playing at like 1:30 a.m. last night. So there was actually a decent amount of queues, which was random. But I'm all about it. So this was a good W for us. Definitely kept that morale up. All right, last game we have Warrior Druid again, of course. Why wouldn't we? We actually get Zerker, and Beilor almost gets away. I'm like, oh, I'll find this Druid. And then I'm like, oh, wait, I'm not a human. JK, LOL, not finding anybody. So this pillar sucks. So the Warrior stays combat, or I would sap him here and then have Beilor pump him. This game, I think our goal was to kill the Druid. I don't actually remember. Like I said, it was last night, late. We were just trying to get our 10 games in, truthfully. So our game isn't amazing. Like, we're not playing perfect, but we're playing. Feel me? So I'm going to open Druid. In this situation, I'm trying to LOS, but I don't. He actually gets the disarm on me, but I at least have my other weapon on. So I blind Druid in this situation. I'm going to go for a re-stealth. I wait for his blooms to fall, and I'm going to have Beilor try to wand, I think, here. Yeah, he wands. And it doesn't take intervene off, which I think they might have changed that. Because I know you could wand intervene off. I just noticed that, so that's interesting. So we get a really sick kidney here. Honestly, the sickest. Doing all the damage. This is a straight tunnel game. I'm sure you guys have had those moments. And just wait for it. It's going to get real good here shortly, guys. It's going to be excellent. Baylor's actually like, we can kill him, we can kill him, we can kill him. And then this guy uses his belt and it backfires, which is excellent because honestly, I was so tired. I was ready for it to be over. And it happened to me and Smell. Like, our belts were backfiring like so much the other day. So I was like, yo, this is good karma. This is sick. So I tried to giggle with that guy. And yeah, so that was a nice little game. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a comment, like the video, subscribe. I have a lot of people that keep coming back to the videos, but they don't subscribe. Come on, guys. Hook it up. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great weekend. It's Sunday. I will be posting some of our Rogue Feral games. It went terrible at the beginning, and then it picked up, and now Cutie Pies is like a god feral, so I don't know what happened. But anyway, peace.